I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in 1992.
I struggle with bipolar and depression.
My son was diagnosed at the age of 5 with bipolar. He's now 11, so he struggled with it for 6 years.
My husband was a combat vet. He suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder.
I've had 2 major incidents of major depression in my life.
My 2 daughters have had to see me go to the hospital in an ambulance. Just having to be a mom can be a struggle. And they're the ones that are affected the most.
I reached the point where I had a couple of attempts to take pills and commit suicide, and then thoughts that would not go away, and just a feeling of hopelessness that you just weren't going to get better.
It has probably been the saddest moment of my life to admit that I lost my marriage, mostly because of my illness.
We had to learn what it meant that our daughter was bipolar. We had to learn what it meant that our daughter didn't think that her life was worth living.
I mean, probably the darkest moment was Chad calling me the first morning after he'd spent the night in the mental hospital and asking me why I did that to him, why I put him there, and what he did wrong, because it felt to him like jail.
I remember looking and seeing my parents peer in at me and the look on their face. What's going on with my son? What's going on?
Every day I came home, I feared opening my front door of what I was gonna see.
You know, at your lowest points in your life, you find out what you're truly made of. And it's not because of what you can do, but I've learned it's because of what God can do.
God's helped me and the church has helped me just simply by being loved and having that unconditional love and not being judged, knowing that I can be myself and not be afraid, because I am afraid a lot of times to admit what I'm going through.
My church has a support group for chronic pain and illness, and my pain psychologist suggested that I go. And initially I thought, goodness, I don't want to listen to a bunch of people whining about how much they hurt. I can barely deal with my own pain. But what I found instead was a place of grace and the beginning of my healing.
Through my church, they had a grief share program, and that basically was what I needed. It was a place that I could come and feel safe. It was a place that I didn't feel judged. I was surrounded by women that all have lost their husbands, and they knew the pain. We had that common denominator. And it was just a place that I couldn't wait to go to every week. And it helped me get through those dark days.
One of the things that I have come to be at peace with is that I will always have bipolar disorder. I will always struggle with borderline personality disorder. It's who I am.
And I had to move from this paradigm shift from I'm a schizophrenic, I'm a patient, I'm a consumer, or anything else that's there, to no. What God has to say about me is that I'm loved and that I'm His child, and that He, in His great compassion, wasn't angry at me.
I'm okay today, and that's a good thing. But a couple days ago, I wasn't. And I just want those people to know that there's hope, that there are people out there that want to help them, and that you can wake up the next day.
Don't give up. Don't give up. There's always hope. Even though you may not feel it, there are people out there who care about you, that you matter to, and you matter to God. And you hang on to Him, and He will get you through it.